Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know the NFL preseason is always full of surprises. But what happened during the joint practice between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles on Wednesday is something that's really caught the attention of fans and analysts alike. It's not just about drills, plays, or even the score. Sometimes, it's about those moments of mentorship, leadership, and the subtle signals that hint at future stars rising. And that's exactly what we saw this week. A moment that might seem small on the surface but carries huge implications for the future of both teams, especially the Browns, as they look to build something special this season. During the practice sessions, there was an interesting scene on the sideline that caught everyone's eye. Cleveland's rookie quarterback Shedeur, who's been making waves since he was drafted in the 5th round out of Colorado, approached Jalen, the veteran quarterback of the Eagles, for a conversation. Now, Sanders, who's still fighting for his spot on the roster, had been sidelined for part of the practice due to an oblique injury, but that didn't stop him from seeking out guidance from one of the best in the league. And anyone who's been following these preseason practices knows that Shedeur isn't just another rookie trying to make the team. He's got talent, yes, but what really stands out is his willingness to learn, to soak up knowledge from those who have been there, done that, especially under the bright lights of playoff pressure. When cameras caught this interaction, it was clear that this was no ordinary chat. It was a lengthy discussion, full of gestures and exchanges that revealed a genuine mentorship moment. Jalen, known for his leadership and resilience, took the time to share his insights, his philosophy, and his experiences with Sanders. And afterward, when reporters asked Hurts about this exchange, he didn't hold back. Instead, he spoke about the importance of patience, hard work, and resilience, values that he's lived by since entering the NFL. Hurts explained that his conversation with Sanders was private, but he did share that it was meaningful, and that he's always ready to help young quarterbacks like Sanders develop their game and their mindset. "I'll keep the conversation intimate," Hurts said, with a calm but authoritative tone. "We had a very lengthy conversation. He came to me and just wanted to talk. I'm always there, giving my perspective on what I see and how I've gone about things." Ultimately, it takes a great deal of patience and hard work and a sense of resilience. You've got to want it. You've got to want it. I'm supporting him from where I am and wishing him nothing but the best with his opportunities. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this interaction so significant? Well, for starters, it's a testament to the leadership qualities that Hurts brings to the table. It's also a clear signal that the Browns, coaching staff, and organization are fostering an environment where young players can learn directly from experienced veterans. That kind of mentorship is invaluable, especially for a young quarterback like Sanders, who is still adjusting to the NFL speed and the mental demands of being a professional. Sanders is in a unique position. Drafted in the 5th round, he's fighting for a roster spot in Cleveland, trying to carve out a role in a crowded quarterback room that includes some experienced players. But his talent is undeniable, and his willingness to learn from Hurts, someone with real playoff experience, could be a game-changer for his development. This is reminiscent of Hurts's own journey in Philadelphia, where he entered the league as a second-round pick behind Carson Wentz. When the opportunity finally arrived, Hurts seized it, showcasing his resilience, work ethic, and leadership, eventually earning the starting role and leading the Eagles deep into the playoffs. This kind of mentorship, especially during the preseason, is a vital part of building a winning culture. It's about more than just X's and O's. It's about instilling confidence, resilience, and a mindset that can handle the ups and downs of an NFL season. For Sanders, hearing firsthand from a quarterback who's been there, who's faced adversity and come out stronger, could be the catalyst that propels him toward a significant role in Cleveland's future plans. Now, let's take a moment here because I want to emphasize how important these interactions are. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending The latest Cleveland Browns news to you. It's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. This kind of behind-the-scenes insight is what makes following the Browns so exciting. It's not just about the big plays or the final score. It's about the storylines that develop behind the scenes, the relationships that are being built now, and how this could shape the team's future. When you look at the Browns' current roster and their recent offseason moves, it's clear that the organization is aiming for a balance between veteran leadership and young talent. They've been aggressive in adding pieces that can help them contend, but at the same time, they're investing in their future. The quarterback position, as always, is one of the most critical areas. Deshaun Watson, the team's established star, is the face of the franchise now, but the Browns clearly see the importance of developing their young backups and future stars, like Sanders, who could someday be a key piece in their plans. And speaking of Deshaun Watson, his leadership has been pivotal in the team's overall culture. The Browns are hoping that Watson's experience and maturity will help guide young players like Sanders through the ups and downs of the NFL grind. But at the same time, it's moments like this conversation between Hurts and Sanders that really underline how leadership isn't just about words. It's about actions, mentorship, and setting an example. When a veteran like Hurts takes the time to share his knowledge, it demonstrates a commitment to the team's success that transcends just game day. Now, as we get deeper into this preseason, all eyes are on how Sanders will continue to develop. His injury earlier in camp was a setback, but it's clear he's still in the mix, and moments like these show that he's got the right attitude and mindset. If he absorbs what Hurts shared, especially about patience and resilience, he could follow a similar trajectory, rashing from being a rookie fighting for a spot to becoming a reliable backup or even a future starter in Cleveland. The Browns have a history of developing quarterbacks, and Sanders' story is still being written. And let's not forget, the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. The Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, they're all formidable, and the Browns know that every advantage counts. Developing young players like Sanders, mentoring them with experienced leaders, and creating a culture of resilience are exactly what could tip the scales in Cleveland's favor this season. The organization's focus on player development, combined with the leadership qualities already evident in players like Hurts, suggests that this team isn't just aiming for a playoff appearance, but a genuine Super Bowl run. Looking ahead, the Browns fans have every reason to be excited. Team's talent, combined with the leadership and the mentorship happening behind the scenes, could be the perfect recipe for a breakthrough season. The preseason is just the beginning, but these moments of growth and learning are what set the foundation for success. And as Sanders continues to learn from Hurts and other veterans, Cleveland's future looks brighter than ever. The team is building something special, and these small, meaningful interactions are often the key to unlocking the full potential of young talent. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this mentorship moment? Do you think Sanders has what it takes to follow a similar path as Hurts? How important do you believe leadership and player development are for this team's success? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what this season brings for the Browns. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Browns.